Hi, I'm Jayla Moondust, and I'm making this video for all the Price of Silence cast, Price of Silence 2 cast, and movement members. This video is actually in response to a question my mom made after I came back home from a production meeting for Price of Silence. She asked me very seriously, she said, how do you, as a person who really cares, as an activist, about this issue, how do you keep hope about these things? And she was referring to all the cases of rape that are coming out in the news now, all the cases of abuse in colleges and things like that. I looked at her and I actually had to think about it, and I thought about it for a long while. And the way that I answered her, I was like, I need to make a video about this because maybe the rest of the Price of Silence movement and cast members are asking themselves the same question. How do you keep the hope alive? If you don't have any hope, guess what? Your flame, your fire behind the cause is going to burn out pretty soon. It's very easy to burn out as an activist and as a person who really cares. I think you have to micromanage the cause. You have to really micromanage it. And what do I mean by micromanaging it? I mean, it's great to have these visions for the world, and it's great to point out what's going on across overseas in India and in all these places. It's great to educate yourselves on those things, but you also need to look at your own life, micromanage it. Look at yourself, look at the way that you're treating others. And it's very cliche now to say look at the man in the mirror, but it's something that you really do need to do. Have more compassion for others. Stop gossip dead in its tracks in school, in your relationships with friends, whatever. You really have to micromanage your life. You have to put positivity out there. You have to spend more time with people. You have to give back more in your own life. And that's when you're going to get really quantitative change. You're going to see things changing for real. Something you can grasp, something you can actually understand and experience. And that's going to give you hope. When you see your life changing, you see the life of people around you changing, and you see them spreading the hope, it's going to spread like wildfire. If you're more positive, you spend more time, you give more compassion, you become more of an activist in your own life. You see people getting called fags and bitches and all these things. Stop that dead in its tracks. When you become a foot soldier and you do these things, you have more hope and you have more fire for the cause, because you can see how you can bring about positive change in your own life and you see it spreading. I wrote something that I'm going to share with you guys, and I was like, yes, this is exactly it. There is nothing noble in attempting to save the whole world, but denying that one starving person within your arm's reach. How much do you care about the cause? How much do you really care about it? It's very easy to look at the rest of the world and judge it and believe that it needs change. But what about you? How do you treat other people? How much compassion and how much love and how much kindness are you putting out there to your own friends, to the people in your circle who might not be friends, people in your school, people in your community? How much help are you actually doing as a foot soldier in your own life? I hope that this helps some people that have been asking themselves that question, or for people who didn't ask themselves that and now are asking themselves that. Having hope and having fire for your cause, it really, really requires you to go out there and put in the work in your own life. And I guarantee you that while everything looks really bleak, the hope that you gain from those personal experiences will push you to get that positivity out into the world. That's all I have to say. Price of Silence 2 movement members and cast members, you are all very talented.